We're set to start the second quarter here at Bulldog Stadium in Fresno, California. And first, we'd like to welcome all of you, all the veterans, as join CBS Sports Network and USAA as we salute our veterans all week long with the upcoming Veterans Day. Thank you for your support and protecting our freedom. A homecoming event tonight, as if you needed more to add to this rivalry. You see the big V down on the field. That's all about the Valley Cup. That's the rivalry. Fresno State won the conference last year. There's a throw and a catch. Josh Harper and a big V. That's kind of a little in your face, isn't it, Eric? Huh?
Yeah, a little bit. Here it is. I think it's ours.
I just wanted to confirm that. Yeah. Hey, they earned it. An excellent job by Tim DeRuyter. He talked a lot about his team's confidence, though. I was a little bit surprised. The confidence and swagger, he said, isn't there. And this guy, he's got confidence and some swag. That's Waller.
Right. Well, I think that confidence and that swag comes from just overall team confidence. And right now, it starts with the quarterback. And I think it's important that Brian Burrell know that it's his team right now. No matter what happened the last couple weeks, who cares? That's out the window. Right now, it's your team. You need to do the things as a quarterback, be a leader, have the tough skin. Don't worry about, oh, the coaches don't trust me yet. Go out there and make plays.
Pick up a 5. Back to Waller. And Waller continues to pound it. Back to New York. Again, Brent Stover.
Ron, 21 unanswered for the Oregon Ducks. Marcus Mariota making it look easy. Floats it up. Farrell Brown 6 yards. 21-7 Ducks in the second. Ron, Eric, and Rashawn.
Brent, who can stop those Ducks? They're just tough. Throwing it, running it, away from home.
Well, Arizona stopped them.
Yeah. Look at the drive, 9th play. Let's go deep. That's going to be a tough fit. Great coverage on the backside there. That ball intended for Hardaway, and excellent job by Cleveland Wallace. You were talking about Wallace before the game.
Yeah, nice coverage right here. I think a smart decision. Let's throw one downfield, see how they do. One-on-one, Harper had the opportunity to get that football. Probably wouldn't have came down with it. But you got to credit the coverage running stride for stride right there by Cleveland Wallace. Nice job of just having a body on a body.
Check that. That's Josh Harper, the intended receiver. How many times can Waller carry the ball? I mean, we're just getting into the second quarter here. But this is clearly is your workhorse running back.
Yeah, and he's wiggling his shoulder a little bit. This is going to be a physical game for him. I mean, he knows he's going to carry the load.
Well, and they've had some physical running backs at this school. Now, you talk about guys like Lorenzo Neal and Michael Pittman. They know how to put their head down and get those tough yards. This is a 3rd and 6. They go right back to him. Breaks 2 tackles, a 3rd. Inside the 15, down to the 10, down to the 9. And a first down.
Well, you might want to think about taking him out right now. I think he's a little bit winded, but he's still making moves, making guys miss. And then getting up the field, picking up extra yards there. Tough extra yards at the end of the run. But I think that's the right thing. Get him on the sideline, let him catch his breath. Get ready to go again.
Excuse me. That's 15 yards on that run. And he's got to be getting close to 100 yards. Yes, he's at 105. And tonight's Red Zone is being brought to you by Verizon. See the trips in, the touchdowns, and the national average. Waller, 19 carries, 135 yards to be exact. And he's over the 1,000-yard mark. A fumbled snap. And very alertly, Josh Quezada just jumps on the ball.
Well, here they have an opportunity. They're in the red zone. We just talked about it, but a horrible snap there by the center. Sometimes when they're trying to step to a blocker that's far away, you can have a bad snap, but first thing is the most important thing, and that's a snap each play.
A loss of 13. And they're giving Waller a break. He's gone over 100 yards now for the 6th time this season. 14-play drive, a monster drive now for both sides. Burrell the strike. Ball is loose on the hit.
The ruling on the field is a fumble.
And it's
recovered by the
Spartans' ball.
defense. First down.
The ruling on the field is a fumble. And a recovery. Maurice Knight came down and put the big-time hit. And that forces a turnover. He hit Chad Olson. Spartan ball when we come back. 14-7 Spartans with the ball. Now let's take a look at tonight's Go RVing road trip facts. And these two schools, big rivalry, very close. You see the location, roughly about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, depending on how you drive. And the players on the roster from California, San Jose State with 98, Fresno State with 84.
Not going too far to recruit, that's for sure.
No, you don't have to.
It's right here.
Here in the San Joaquin Valley and Central Valley, and boy, look at that difference in turnovers. Turnovers can help you win.
Yeah, you hit the road like this and you win the turnover battle, and you got a great chance of winning the football game.
And that was a 15-play drive, 73 yards for absolutely nothing on the side of Fresno State. The hit, the fumble, and as you mentioned, Eric, that's freshman on freshman and a right guard move.
False start. Offense, number 75. At the distance to the goal. It's first down.
Velichko.
Right guard, right here on the screen. You'll see him twitch just a little bit. Oh, that was a tackle. Let's go back to guard. Just enough.
Another freshman, a big freshman, 6'7", 289. It's hard to keep all that down there for a while. Movement again.
False start. Offense, number 72. At the distance to the goal. It's first down.
Wes Schweitzer, and both coaches there talked to us about mental toughness coming down at this stage of the year.
Yeah, and I mean, this game, you just don't know what can happen in this game. You have to be mentally sound. You have to be confident. Right now, those two things don't seem to be working on this drive for San Jose State.
Very loud here down on Sweeney Field. They'll play it safe. Just try to get out of there. A little breathing room. Chris Dadson, he'll pick up 3. Four penalties on the night for San Jose State. See the yards per play clearly on the side of the Spartans. Another flag. More movement. Boy, the noise.
False start. Offense, number 49. At the distance to the goal. It's second down.
The noise, a huge factor right now.
Huge factor. 3 false start penalties on this drive alone.
They snapped the ball 1 time. Gray calls his own number, twirls out. Got 2, lucky to get 2. Now it's a 3rd and long.
Not really a sense of urgency to run plays at any type of speed here. They get up to the line, they kind of wait around, and they let that crowd get worked up, and then they can't hear the cadence.
It's about time to hear from Tyler Irvin.
Gray changing the play at the line or communicating down to his lineman.
Crawley in motion, fake to Irvin, throw to Crawley, and a huge tackle on the perimeter. Malcolm Washington was right there. Spartans will punt.
And Malcolm Washington, a true freshman, getting a start tonight out there at the corner position, making a huge stop on 3rd down. He's going to get his team the ball back with great field position.
That's the freshman out of Houston, Texas. Bad snap. And it's away. Great job by Carosa. Not a great punt, lucky to get it out. It'll be great field position for Fresno State. 37 yards on the kick. The Bulldogs playing Bulldog defense. (14-7) Spartans right now. Let's take a look at tonight's Lowe's game improvements.
Yeah, you take a look here at what has happened to their defense. That's San Jose State this season, but they play teams like Auburn, who run the football well. Minnesota run it very well. Wyoming, Navy the option team, and then tonight giving up the yards here, rushing in the first quarter, in the second quarter as well. Haven't really been able to stop the running game. That's got to be something that they can do, but Martez Waller, he's a tough guy to stop.
Lowe's never stopped improving. He doesn't stop running. 19 carries, 135 and a touch. There's a tough throw, but a very nice catch by Delvon Hardaway. Pickup of 11.
Yeah, nice job by Brian Burrell of looking off number 29, William Osai. That's what gave the space for him to get that football in there to Delvon Hardaway.
Another quick throw, another catch. Pruitt under coverage, but goes back to Hardaway. That's good for 7.
Yeah, and those are the types of throws I think they're going to need to build the confidence here, the quarterback position with Burrell tonight. It's going to be those quick passes to get him in a rhythm.
No pass there, back to the run game. And back to Waller. We talked earlier about the switching of quarterbacks throughout the season. Burrell has taken the brunt of it, but Brandon Cornett, who's a senior, actually came in as a guy who spent 3 years at Duke. And markers down as they go back to Waller. Along with Zach Greenlee. That's 3 different quarterbacks, and Greenlee's a freshman.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a circus. They haven't found a quarterback, just hasn't said, hey, this is my team. They just haven't found it yet. A guy to be a true leader at that quarterback position. That's what they're still looking for.
No Derek Carr is what you're saying, right?
It's a big loss.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the defense. Offside, decline. Illegal substitution, more than 11 on the field, is also declined. Result of the play, first down.
Well, Ron Kerrigan's not going to like that, as you can see, because those are mental errors.
You'll see here they're trying to substitute at the top of your screen, running guys in and running guys out, and they're snapping the football.
Yep.
You can't do that.
Waller trying on the outside, cuts. Nice there. Nice job there. Coming up on the outside there, Adrian Blake.
Yeah, and I think the carries right now are getting to Waller. He's holding that left shoulder a little bit gingerly.
Number 20, Josh Quezada. You've seen him earlier in the game. He checks back in for the injured Waller. Going up the fade. And it's caught. That's Harper. Let's check the flag. We've got a flag back at the 17-yard line.
Personal foul, chop block, offense, number 60 and number 73. 15-yard penalty, repeat second down.
That's Bo Bonheim and Cody Wickman.
Well, if one guy's engaged with him, another guy can't come him in right here. These 2 guys right here, center and guard, if he's engaged, you can't go low on him, but it looks like he was going low on the guy that was ahead of him. He just happened to clip the defender. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure that was a penalty.
This is 2nd and 25 now. Here comes one free. It's got to be a screen, and Quezada's got room. Quezada down to the 15-yard line. Bahajer with the tackle. That's a pickup of 13, getting a big chunk of that penalty yardage back.
Yeah, and I like the call here. We haven't had the screen all night from him, but Burrell sells it well. Quezada gets up the field, good blocking. And then Bahajer lays a nice physical hit on him at the end of the play.
Bahajer, the senior out of La Habra, California, started off at BYU. Has found a home here. This is 3rd and 12. Plenty of time to throw. That one picked off, but I think he's out of bounds. Let's see what they say. No, they call it an interception. That's Jimmy Pruitt. His first interception of the season.
Ron, so the last 2 times they were in the red zone, the last series they fumbled the football. Chad Olson gets hit, loses it, and then here an interception, errant throw. Maybe he was trying to throw this one away, but I don't think he put enough on it. Little confusion out there with this receiver Greg Watson on what he was going to run.
Boy, and a great job by Pruitt. Watch Pruitt do the receiver thing there.
He got both down.
The junior out of San Diego, Helix High School product. Ball intended for Greg Watson, but clearly Pruitt became the receiver. And a stoppage, a timeout.
First
called by San Jose State.
San Jose.
Turnovers now becoming the order of the night. Who can survive the 7-point game?
Welcome back to Fresno, California, where the Spartans have a 14-7 lead over the Bulldogs. Now, the recurring theme in tonight's game is all the crazy numbers from last year's game. In tonight's LG Duke game day, right, we take a look. Last season, Fresno State came into the game undefeated at 10-0 and number 16 in the BCS standings. San Jose State came out on top in a 62-52 shootout. There was a combined 114 points scored, 1,382 yards, total yards, and 1,096 passing yards. And actually, San Jose State's SID spent 2 full days updating 33 records.
Well, that's a lot of numbers. That one looked like it was tipped coming out, and out to a man who's been extremely quiet tonight thus far. That's Tyler Winston. That's a pickup of just 3 as we look at the total yards. Fresno State doing it in the rushing department and about even, so to speak, in the pass department.
A lot different than last year. 1,300 to 300. I think a little bit more defense being played here.
2nd down and 7. A little end-around action, throwback screen, and it's picked off. Kyrie Wilson with the interception.
And I think they red screen all the way. Kyrie Wilson coming up with the interception. Huge play. Nobody fooled. But I'll tell you what, Joe Gray, talk about protect the football. That's been one of the things that they've struggled with their offense. Although he feels comfortable, there are times. That was one of them. Got to take care of the football, throw it at his feet, don't turn the ball over.
The ball tip coming out, and for Wilson, he's already got a 23-yard pick 6 this season. The 2nd pick of the year. Let's go down and put it on the 2-yard line. So Olsen, that same kind of play a couple series ago, got hit and fumbled, and he holds on this time.
And I love how they come back to him. You know, he messed up. Yeah, he fumbled the ball, but he's been able to score points. He had, what, 6 receptions now, and 3 of them were touchdowns, now 7. But he's a guy that gets in the end zone, and I like him coming back to it. A nice throw, good touch, putting it over the linebacker's head by Burrell.
But Eric, here's where the problem starts, as you can see by our drop down there in the red zone. A little crazy shift. Pizzata cuts. Nothing there, maybe down to the 1.
Yeah, and I'm not sure, if Waller's coming back in the game or if that injury is too much, but you'd certainly think that if he was healthy, you would have him in right now in the game.
Adrian Blake there on the stop, 2nd and goal. Pizzata again. No sign. He didn't get in.
Now this could be a big statement right here by San Jose State's defense if they can keep him out of the end zone right here, getting physical. Buhajer coming up there and laying the wood. And right now, a great opportunity for this defense to make a big stand.
He sure did lay the wood along with Akeem King. And if you like shifts, well, you like this. Another stop. Tago this time. Christian Tago around the corner.
Huge play right here. Tago breaking through the line, basically untouched, speed, vision, and making that tackle short of the goal line, putting Fresno State in a tough decision right here.
We saw defensive coordinator Greg Robinson saying, let's go one more time here. You knew that was coming. The fake, the throw, wide open, touchdown, Olsen. Spartan defense held strong for 3 tough stops, but you knew the play action was coming at some point. And it was perfectly executed. The turnover, the interception. Kyrie Wilson, his 2nd of the year, leads to a tie game here in Fresno. .257 left here in the first half, and we're knotted up at 14.
You'll see right here, Chad Olsen. He's the tight end. They go out of a shift position. Linebackers, Isaiah Irving, number 53. He's the one that's supposed to cover him. But a great job by Olsen here, just running with speed and outflanking the defender, and also a nice throw by Brian Burrell. Knows that he got that one back after that fumble. He needed that just for confidence and to say to his team, I can do this.
Boy, and life is good right now for the freshman. I mean, he wasn't good earlier. He took the hit, gave the rock up, but he's got 8 catches on the year, 4 of them for touchdowns. Not a bad way to start your career. Freshman out of Chico,
and I got a
California.
Feeling he might have forgot about that fumble after that touchdown.
That'll help you forget about that.
It does. That can heal a lot of wounds.
And this is Irvin. And Irvin taken down quickly. Great job on the coverage. Curtis Riley.
And here's the Heisman watch coming into today. I think Marcus Mariota, one of the top candidates in the country, playing very well tonight again, like expected. Amir Abdullah at Nebraska owns the all-purpose record there, passing Johnny Rodgers and Mike Rozier, and then Dak Prescott from Mississippi State. He's just been unbelievable. Got his team to the #1 position, playing great football, physical, smart kid.
Guys at the half, back in New York, we'll talk about that on the Neeson Heisman watch. Let's see if Eric is right on some of those contenders of you should know, Mr. Heisman. That's right. That one falls incomplete, intended for Crawley.
One of those races that might have something solid by this time, but it doesn't. I think it's still wide open, anybody's chance for the Heisman Trophy.
average drive start tonight thus far for San Jose State. Their own 16-yard line for Fresno State. The 41-yard line. Their own 41. The noise again. More movement.
False start. Offense. Number 72. 5-yard penalty. It's second down.
Schweitzer. Let's go back to New York. Brent Stover.
DeAndrew White from Blake Sims on a game-tying drive for Alabama in the closing seconds. 10 yards on that one to set up Adam Griffith. 27-yarder there in overtime. Bama with the first possession. Back out to you guys.
All right, Brent, thanks a lot. We've got a nice one brewing out here. We're tied up. Before that penalty, 6 penalties for 25 yards, 4 false starts. Now it's 5 most likely going against San Jose State.
False start. Offense number 41. 5-yard penalty. It's second down.
If Alabama doesn't get out of there with a victory, we got Auburn
Please
lose today.
reset the clock to 2:47. 2:47 on the clock. The clock will start on the snap.
And a team that came in very solid with penalties is going the other way. Pressure. Boy, he pulled the trigger a little early on that one.
Yeah, it looks like it. I think he tried stepping up in the pocket. Little live feet there. Probably needed to come off to another receiver. Trying to work a guy one-on-one on the outside and just stay with him a little bit too long.
This is a 3rd and 20.
Looking for Tyler Winston.
Boy, it looks like there's some issues here. The Spartans trying to get lined up. They finally get it sorted out.
You'll see Tyler Winston down here at the bottom of your screen.
Fake to Crawley. Play stop. Play clock may have gotten him.
Prior to the snap, delay of game. Offense. Half the distance to the goal.
And that's all on the quarterback, Joe Gray. I mean, you've got 2 clocks here. Obviously, one that he can see down the end zone. They've already burned through 2 timeouts.
There's some discussion here. Reggie Smith will clear it up.
Correction. There is no foul for delay of game on the play. Prior to the play clock expiring, San Jose calls their second charge timeout. 30 seconds.
Good explanation there by Reggie Smith. Puts us on the right page. Hey, don't forget, coming up at the half, the Verizon halftime report. Join Brent Stover, Houston Nutt, and Christian Fourier for our CBS Sports Network studio in New York. They'll have the score, highlights from all the games around the country, plus first half highlights and stats from this one. And a big 3rd down play coming up. The Spartans are living at this end of the field here.
Getting a lot of life out of it. The crowd is into it down here. Really got the mind of San Jose State's offensive line rattled right now.
And add to that it's AG weekend. Celebrating the agriculture of the country, and everybody's jacked up. This is a 3rd and long. Swing pass outside. That didn't get much. Shot down quickly there. Carl Mickelson on Wilson, and it'll be time to punt.
And that's just nice defense right there. Using speed, getting up, making a play, knowing that it's there, and you got it, and you got to make it. That's what they're talking about on defense. Nick told us, we had a conversation with him. When you have the play in front of you, you have to make it. They did it that time.
This is Deron Smith. Smith got a lane. And a nice return inside the 30-yard line for an update on Martez Waller. Let's go down to Rashawn Ali.
All right, thank you so much, Ron. Yes, Martez Waller has a left shoulder injury, and his return right now is questionable.
Boy, that's big time there. We questioned how long he could continue to run the ball at the pace that they were giving him the ball.
Yeah, they gave him a lot of runs here in this first half, and don't know if we'll see him back or not, but that would be a big blow to their offense.
20 yards on that great return there by Smith. Field position solid again for the Bulldogs. A little out route on the comeback there to Hardaway.
And that's a nice throw, even though it's a little bit low, but that's where you want that comeback route. Low and outside where the receiver can only catch the football.
Good for 12 yards. Pump and go. Got it. Harper beat Wallace. The pump fake was sweet. That's Harper's 5th of the season. Extra point, good. 3rd straight drive starting in Spartan territory. Everything was lining up in the Bulldogs' favor.
Yeah, and you see Josh Harper, he's in your screen right here. I like the confidence of Brian Burrell. They're going up against Cleveland Wallace. 11 interceptions this year. He's a tough guy to throw the football on, but Josh Harper goes up and gets the football. A nicely thrown ball high outside. You see Wallace lose vision of the football. Harper didn't. Touchdown.
Well, we're starting to see the confidence. Everyone wanted to know this year, what are you going to do when you don't have a Derek Carr, when you don't have a 2nd-round pick in the NFL, when you don't have a guy that's the conference player of the year? What are you going to do? Who's going to be the man to step up?
Josh Harper definitely that receiver, that playmaker for him right now, and give credit to Burrell, the offensive line, for blocking. Well-executed play. They'll need to continue that type of play in the second half.
That ball out of the end zone. Harper leading the nation in touchdown catches per game. Don't forget, Tuesdays at 8 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Join us for Inside College Football as we break down the landscape and push for the playoffs. Inside College Football, our house, your home for everything college football. Love the X's and O's. If you have any questions, we'll get it worked out. I've got the privilege of standing next to Eric Crouch. I just got to turn to him and say, okay, what's going on? Who's going to win what?
I wish I could tell that.
You do a pretty good job.
I'd be pretty rich.
Look at the second quarter offense for San Jose State there. That's Irvin.
One timeout left here. Looks like they're going to let the clock run down. And they're happy with maybe getting into halftime. They're not going to move very fast, and I don't know why. I think right now you want to get the ball down the field and try to tie this thing up going into halftime and get some momentum. Right now, Fresno State with all the momentum.
I think they're just trying to get out of this black hole called their end of the field. The fake to Crawley. Tip. Great job. Boy, this guy's all over the field now. Deron Smith, 62 tackles, a Bednarik Award watch list player.
Gray's just going to roll out the play action. Then he's going to throw back, and Deron Smith just gets his hands up, breaks up that pass. Look at the energy, just still looking for that first interception. You can just tell that he wants to play. He's ready to go.
Not only a Bednarik Award watch list candidate, a Ronnie Lott Award watch list candidate. That award given for integrity, maturity, academics, community support, and just straight up tenacity. He's showing that tonight. This is a 3rd and 13. Threw it away. No, he didn't throw it away. That's a catch. He had Winston. As the crowd goes crazy here with the lights.
You'll see Joe Gray just show his pure strength as he sticks with this play. He's getting thrown to the ground and is able to complete that ball out there to Tyler Winston. And Winston gets out and stops the clock. Still now a 4th down play.
So with 1:01, they'll have to give it away. The 3rd 3 and out this quarter, and it's blocked. Touchdown, Fresno State. T.J. Thomas recovers. Damari Scott, the sophomore out of Muskegon Heights, Michigan. As the extra point is good, reaps the benefit from the block by Damari Scott.
Right here is Damari Scott. He's second in. He's the one that's going to straight line speed it right here and take the ball right off the foot. And then 24, Dominic Barnes, like fielding a punt and getting in the end zone for a touchdown. Huge play here at the end of the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, that was T.J. Thomas that recovers it off of the block by Damari Scott. Boy, that's how the special teams coach draws it up.
That's T.J. Thomas. Wow, that's the way to keep the energy up.
Well, right.
That's the way to keep the momentum going.
You were just talking about this end of the field and why they didn't seem to have, San Jose State didn't seem to have that sense of urgency to push the ball down the field. And just when they're about to give it away on a punt, they actually do give it away on the block, and now the touchdown. Into the end zone, touchback. And this game huge for both teams. You can see the conference record, just a 1-game stagger, but they're trying to keep pace with Nevada and San Diego State. A loss and you're all but gone. A win and you stay alive.
Yeah, it's a huge, huge game, but it's a 4-quarter game, so both teams have to come out and play well and try to play to the very, very end. There's a lot of emotion. I think these teams are just starting to settle down and play the game. Fresno State playing with a little bit more edge right now than San Jose State.
Irvin trying to get around the corner. Not much. And don't think that payback isn't on the minds of Fresno State after last year, that 62-52 shootout in San Jose that killed Fresno State's chances for a BCS bowl bid.
And Fresno State playing some young freshmen tonight. Malcolm Washington getting the start at corner.
Somehow Irvin got through. Finally wrestled down by Deron Smith. I don't know how he got through that.
That's just some nice blocking, nice vision too by Irvin. Missed tackle and vision to get him up the field. You see his lightning quick speed right there too.
7 carries, 71 yards for Irvin. The first down this quarter for San Jose State. Just a bit high.
That ball thrown with some heat on it. You wish they probably would have moved a little bit faster in that last series than just it turned into some points for Fresno State. And
you're right. It went from trying to preserve maybe a one-possession game. Now all of a sudden, They're down 2 possessions with 35 seconds left. And that's a hot throw and complete to Jabari Carr, who's already got an 86-yard touchdown catch for a touch.
And that's what Joe Gray brings to the table there. Brings to the table as a strong arm. He stood in the pocket, knew he was going to get hit, delivered a nice accurate throw.
Austin Lopez, he's got 3 career 50-yard field goals. He's got range. Back to Carr again. Off coverage. So Fresno State saying, go ahead, we'll let you bleed down the field. We're not going to give you the big one.
Yeah, and you can see those corners are playing about 10 yards off right now. Wouldn't be surprised if they get a hitch and go. Take that receiver right up to about 10 and then pump them and go. And now they're playing up. They're pressing.
Oh, and that's the freshman over there. No place to go. Throws one late across the middle. Should have been caught. Carr had it.
Jabari Carr, here he's up at the top of the screen. He's going to work himself all the way over here. Throws up the hand, says, I'm open.
He might have
the ball
scored.
thrown a little bit behind him, and I think he just got turned. Gray should have put it out in front of him a little bit more. He had to turn his body, but there's for sure he should have came down with the ball.
Third and 4. Where is he going?
Looking for Tyler Winston, but I think there's some miscommunication on the route. Winston hooked it up, and I think that Gray thought he was going to sit in the hole. Had a safety over the top, but he decided to just hook it up.
Ron Carragher, a former UCLA quarterback. He understands the mind and the thinking of the quarterback spot. He's worked hard on Gray. This is 4th and 4. Out of bounds. Turnover on downs. Washington on the coverage.
I'm a little surprised they don't kick it right there. You got Austin Lopez, who can nail it around 50, a strong leg, an opportunity to score some points before going into half, pick up a little bit momentum. Things just weren't working out on that drive throwing the football, and I'm just, it takes me back on that decision.
And you can see Ron Carragher talking to him. There's a look on the other side. Dave Schramm, offensive coordinator for the Bulldogs. Everything going his way except for one key issue, which we'll revisit coming out in the second half. Martez Waller, their big gun running back, out right now with a shoulder injury. Quezada to check down. Time will run out as he goes down just beyond the 50-yard line. So in this homecoming rivalry matchup, as they talk it up a little bit out there, the Bulldogs will go in at the half up 28-14. And Rashawn Ali is standing by with Fresno State head coach Tim DeRuyter.
Thank you so much, Ron. Martez Waller is a little bit banged up. How will that affect your offensive effort in the second half?
Well, luckily we got Josh Quezada. He came in and spelled him pretty well. Martez having a terrific season, had a good start to the game. We got to get him healthy.
Early on, you had some problems in the red zone with turnovers. How do you minimize those in the second half?
Well, obviously, we got to take care of the ball. You know, our freshman tight end got popped pretty good and fumbled it, but that's inexcusable for Brian. He's got to throw that ball away, and we got that addressed.
Momentum-wise, how huge was the Damari Scott block punt?
Oh, really big. Going into half, you know, we got the ball coming back out the next half, but going in, our guys got a bunch of juice, so that was a big play.
Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And that's the end of the first half. 28-14. The Bulldogs coming out with some fire. After the break, we'll send you back to our CBS Sports Network studio in New York for the Verizon Halftime Report. You're watching college football on the CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.